Where's Sam?
Sam is here. Yeah.
Mate, what are you doing?
Feeling good.
Are ya? Because I've just been reading about your horror injury.
I got injured doing another show.
Sam not going to be moving for a while following horror injury.
Was that actually a press
It was a headline.
Oh my God.
Sam finally has made the news himself. In all seriousness, if you are going to do other shows, do well in them. Because everyone now sees us as a fucking duo. And if you fuck up everything you do, it doesn't make me look good. Funnily enough, we've actually got some footage of you injuring yourself from the show. It's quite impressive.
It is impressive. I got to like the fucking last round.
Gallery, yeah, if you play that.
Did they zoom in on the ankle?
Well, you'll see now.
Such a wanker. But I feel him. I know how that feels.
Well, of course you feel him, because you are brothers and you probably have that telepathic, you know.
Cue titles. Hello and welcome to Pete and Sam's Reality News with me, Sam.
And me, Pete.
Hello and welcome to Pete and Sam's Reality News. This is the place for the very latest in reality TV. This week we're going to be making a splash with celebrity toilet stories. Talking about dropping the kids off, we've also got an interview with Pete's new girlfriend, Ella Ray Wise from TOWIE.
She's not my girlfriend. I'm also going to be bringing you Prick of the Week, and this week, I'm fucking livid. You'll find out why. Dickheads.
But first, it's time for the latest in reality news headlines. Khloe Kardashian makes Tristan Thompson sign cheating contract. According to sources in the prenup, it's going to state that Tristan has to pay a percentage of their shared earnings if he cheats.
I thought you'd be interested in a prenup.
But it's not a prenup, it's a cheating contract.
Basically pay as you cheat. Oh, there's holding hands. Oh, there's a peck on the cheek. Oh, there's a blowjob.
Getting married will most likely make Tristan and Khloe millions, with the wedding being sold to a streaming... Oh my God, they're selling it to a streaming service.
It's a little bit rich coming from us when we are on reality shows that basically sell our relationships.
Yeah, it is. Go on, Khloe and Tristan, make all that moolah.
Yeah, and then spend it all on shagging other birds.
Little Mix filmed their first music video as a trio last week for their upcoming single, Confetti. In a video, the girls will transform into male versions of themselves, complete with makeup and prosthetics.
Be interesting to see what male versions of Little Mix look like.
It will indeed.
What do you think female versions of us would look like?
Beautiful. Honestly, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If I was a woman, I'd be a model. I have the legs for it.
Yeah, but you've got a face like a bulldog chewing a toffee.
Yeah, but you see me in heels. If you were a woman, you'd be called Eileen.
I mean, if I was called Eileen, I'm sure a lot of people would like to come on Eileen.
Why would they want to come on Eileen?
It's a song.
No, it's not, it's Jolene.
I'll be honest with you, I'm getting a little bit fed up with the fact that you don't get any of my references to anything.
It's because I'm not old.
You are literally 4 years younger than me.
I'm a millennial, you're a baby boomer.
You're a twat and I'm not. Why don't you give us one 80s reference?
Spice Up Your Life.
90s.
Oh, Madonna and Britney Spears kissing.
That's like 2000s.
Michael Jackson!
You Michael Jackson you can have, I'll give that one. You could have gone with Madonna, Prince. Do you think that you could potentially join Little Mix and be the missing link?
I do.
Show us your vocal range. Is that sort of a segment from Shout Out to My Ex?
No, it's not. But shout out to Tiff. And Megan. Sorry for leaving you out.
I was quite happy being left out.
Married at First Sight star Mike is planning to visit Hull.
Why on earth would you visit Hull?
Mike has told his Instagram followers in a Q&A that he plans to visit Hull in the near future.
That sounds like one of the most boring Q&As.
Well, this gave us the idea here at Reality News HQ. Considering that places are starting to open up again, Pete, that means we can go for a beverage. A summer of fun is on its way. Potentially. Here's why Hull is the only place that we should be booking for our holidays, especially if you're an Aussie. G'day, mate. Is the Australian in your life looking for a bit of British adventure? Then look no further than Hull. It's time to swap Bondi Beach for boiled sweets as you visit a city steeped in history. It's a city that has survived English civil wars, World War II, and the birth of Callum Scott. Hull, the birthplace of Bonjela. Hull, home to the 8th longest suspension bridge in the world. Hull, home to the largest Yorkshire pudding factory in the UK. Be blown away by the brilliance of Hull City FC, Sunita's favourite football team. If you needed more reasons to visit, Zara Holland from Love Island lives there, Jenny and Lee from Gogglebox, and Darren Litton from Benidorm. All come from Hull. So get your buttocks over here pronto.
Sounds fucking horrific.
Cara Delevingne installs 2 toilets in her bathrooms.
Why?
Because she likes to be next to people when she pees. She likes to have a chat.
That sounds like a really crap reality show. Come shit with me.
That brings up our next segment very nicely. Have I got poos for you? We're going to deep dive into the celebrity toilets.
If you have just tuned in, welcome to Sam Thompson's Britain's Hardest Squatter.
Big Nasty has a Japanese toilet that squirts your bum after you use it. It was gifted to him by Ed Sheeran.
I imagine anything that squirts Big Nasty's bum is similar to the Trevi Fountain.
The Trevor Fountain.
Trevi.
Is that somewhere in Essex?
It's a really famous fountain in Rome. Very romantic, actually. Can we just carry on with 8 out of 10 crap?
Another celeb, Scarlett Moffat, installed a COVID-friendly toilet, so it's safer for her future guests.
What the fuck is a COVID-friendly toilet?
Well, it means that her bathroom is touch-free, Pete.
Why don't you show us how you would take a shit in Scarlett Moffat's toilet?
Cool. Easy. Easily done. Mum, I'm going for a shit.
Why would you tell your mum you're having a shit?
Locked door.
You've just touched the door.
No lock. No lock. Loo roll.
Okay, so you've just touched the loo roll.
Okay. So what I do is I just sit down.
Okay, excellent. So your ass has touched the seat.
No, because you squat.
Are you going to pull your trousers down before you do that, or are you just going to shit through them?
So you go like that. You're squatting, and it's come out, and and then
You're wiping.
you're motion censoring the water to come up. Get it round.
Okay, now we're gyrating.
Lovely.
What was that?
That's the
Motion
coming down.
sensor.
Yeah, and then
And what's that?
that is the hairdryer on your butt cheeks. And
Why is there a hairdryer attached to the wall?
she would have installed that, hitch him up.
Yeah.
You've actually now not only just relieved yourself, but also have a very warm, toasty buttocks. Who feels like the idiot now, Pete?
I imagine after that, it's still you. I'm actually quite glad that we've brought up this segment because it gives me an opportunity to tell you to stop sending selfies of yourself whilst having a shit. Why?
I'm showing you myself in my most vulnerable position.
Okay, but I don't need to see that, I don't want to see that, and I would rather you stop doing it.
TOWIE stars Tommy Mallet and Liam Gatsby Blackwell appear to have fallen out and have unfollowed each other on social media. This is huge news, Pete. Spill us the tea.
I have no idea why they've fallen out.
Well, talking about TOWIE, it's been a great series for them thus far. The press are loving it. Pete Wicks flirts with Ella Ray Wise. Wait, what? Romance for Pete Wicks and Ella Wise. Love is in the air. Pete spotted on date with Ella. And just in case you haven't seen it, we have a clip now of that magical moment.
Listen, we kissed. It's not the biggest news in the world, is it?
No.
You know, we've been flirty for you know, ages.
Really flirty. Like, you're massively flirty, yeah.
What, and you're not?
But when you are flirty, it's hard, because I've told you I fancy you loads of times, didn't I? So I'll take it the wrong way.
Listen, I do think you do, and I do think we get on really well. And I said to you before, like, you are probably the sort of person that I would go for.
What's in the way then?
No, I can't be in a relationship.
I ain't asking for a relationship, don't
So what are you
worry.
after then, Ella? Just a bit of fun?
Just a bit. I'm joking.
God, it's the lick of the lips that gets me. Oh, God. So how do I do the Pete Wicks lick?
It's not about the lick. It's about the eyes, mate.
So if I was to do the Pete Wicks lick, it's sort of just like it's eyes and lick.
Are we calling this eyes and lick?
Nah, see, I just did a bit of a weird one there.
No, you look like you're gurning.
Fuck yeah.
If you did that to someone in public, I'm pretty sure you'd be arrested.
But we've only heard one side of this story. It's time to hear from the other. And after you stitched me up with my ex Tiff last week, it's time for some payback. We have, and I am so excited to say this, the gorgeous, the brilliant, the really young girlfriend of Peter Wicks, TOWIE's very own Ella Wise. Hello, Ella.
Hi.
Hello, babe. How are you?
Good, thanks.
We're going to talk about TOWIE in this series. It's been an eventful one for you. What's the situation with you and Kelsey at the minute?
We're not friends for the moment, and it's pretty much going to stay like that for a little while, I think.
Do you think there's hope for you both to rekindle your friendship?
I'd like to think so, because it was a long time that we were friends. I'm not sure on how she's feeling.
I kind of want to know, is Pete your type?
I don't really have a type. But he's got a good personality, he's nice looking. What's not there not to like?
Well, I could tell you a few things. He's a bit old though, isn't he, really? A bit grizzled, you know, around the edges, the beard's a bit grey. He's actually got grey hair.
I mean, I'm a hairdresser, so I can tint them.
Oh my God.
You've actually done my hair before, haven't you, babe?
I gave you a blow dry, didn't I?
You did give me a blow dry. Have you ever watched this show? We'll get back to the interview, shall we?
Yeah, I have.
On a scale of 1 to complete dickhead, what are your thoughts on Sam?
Oh, he's lovely. He hasn't been a dickhead to me.
Thank you, Ella. I think you were so lovely too. Now back on to Pete. So you kissed him at a party?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
No, listen, we're not discussing that. I feel like
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. No, Ella, thank you. Why not? Pete, why are you so ashamed? You're a beautiful young lady, and I think there is some magic to be made, Ella. I'm more interested about what Pete is like to kiss.
I mean, it's the first time I've kissed a man with a beard.
Of course it is.
Yeah, your lips are well moisturised.
Do you think you're ever going to get back into the beard anytime soon? I, as a viewer, Ella, would love to see it. I think you look great together.
I mean, a lady never kisses and tells.
apart from the fact that's exactly what you've done on national television.
True.
So, Ella, I know you and Pete are sort of an item.
We're not an item.
You are a slight item.
Ella, are we an item?
No, we're not.
I've got to ask you then, have you got your eye on anyone else in the cast?
I mean, I don't, but someone's got their eye on me and I've just had a date.
Oh, fuck! Fuck! Oh my God, the chair!
He's broken the chair.
Ella, I'm here. Ella? Ella, I'm here.
You mentioned there was another guy in the cast who had their eye on you.
Yeah, there is. There's a new boy.
Yeah?
He's 18. He's tall and you're small.
But like you said, he's got his eye on you, but you mentioned that you didn't have your eye on him.
No, I didn't have my eye on him, but until I met him, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Oh, well, listen, you deserve to be happy, babe. And obviously, you know, if you want me to buy alcohol to take to you both for your date nights and that, let me know. If he needs picking up at the end of the night, let me know.
I've got ID and he's got a car.
I've
So
got-
we're all right. Are you jealous, Pete?
Babe, of course not. I'm just happy that you're happy.
You're sweating. Ella, may I ask you a question?
You don't have to put your hand up. We're not actually at school.
Obviously, Pete had a bit of a relationship with Chloe Sims. Where's your relationship at with Chloe Sims right now?
I mean, I've never spoke to her. Never. I've been on TOWIE for 2.5 years and we've only had about 2 hellos.
Do you think there's a reason for that, Ella?
Probably because she might have had a little idea that Pete fancied me.
Oh, Ella, are you really going to go there on that one?
I'm only being honest.
A lot of the fan base are actually very much on your side.
There isn't
Yeah.
sides. We're on the same side, Ella. I mean,
Probably the public probably say how you are with, well, was with other women.
listen, I have a checkered past and I cannot do anything about that, but I am a nice guy deep down.
Just can't commit.
I suppose I have one more question. Is Pete a grower or a shower?
I've never seen it to know.
What would you imagine?
Because we
Pete
found
is?
out last week when speaking to Sam's ex, Tiff, that he is neither a grower nor a shower.
No way.
What would you say he is?
Don't they say little men, big
Small
willy?
penis, they do.
So, great way to end the interview. Really appreciate that, Ella. It's the only nice thing you've said. Thank you for your time. Look forward to seeing you at filming.
Thank you for having me.
Have a lovely evening. It sounds a lot like she's your soon-to-be girlfriend.
No, we just discussed then that we can no longer be flirty friends, so now we're just going to be friends, which is the way it should be. Anyway, moving on, it's now time for the only good part of the show. It's Prick of the Week.
I better get a new chair for that segment.
Prick of the Week. Last week's nominees were Miles, Maver, Sam Thompson and reluctantly myself. The results are in and last week's Prick of the Week was... It was really close, but the winner was... it was me.
Yes! Come on!
The 1 week that I'm nominated and I actually fucking win it. So it makes me think that you lot at home are all a complete bunch of dickheads. And to be honest with you, I think this is fucking
Prick of the Week, baby! Isn't it, Claire? How does it feel to be a bell end?
I mean, actually, to be fair, it's a fair size.
Pete.
I was Prick of the Week over that. He's gagging on and Claire. Anyway, let's try again, shall we? You're allowed one failure in Prick of the Week. Firstly, for that sack of shit vote, I'm adding you, the reality news viewer, into Prick of the Week. Take that, you bunch of arseholes. Vote for yourselves if you're really that fucking hard. Up against the reality news viewers in Prick of the Week is GB News for launching a rival news network. They've already snapped up a couple of pricks and our money's on Piers Morgan being the next to get a job with them. They will be Ofcom regulated, but many are worried about this move to the right in British news. We don't care about your politics, we don't care about your presenters, just back the fuck off our turf. Murdoch, keep your hands off reality news. The only Aussies we want ruining this show are the ones from Married at First Sight.
Having said that, apparently they pay quite well. If you do need a couple reality TV show anchors, at your service.
Again, I got Prick of the Week. So the last nominee for Prick of the Week, unsurprisingly, is going to be Sam Thompson. For the interview with Ella, I think you were absolutely disgusting in that interview. Really disappointed in you.
I would say hard-hitting.
And for just generally being a complete and utter dickhead. I'm not up for nomination this week, so all you smart asses who think you can vote for me, don't. It would be really nice, considering Sam is nominated every single week, if he actually won. So this week's nominees are GB News, Sam Thompson, and you, the viewer. So vote for your Prick of the Week on the PS Reality News Instagram straight after this show.
Well, sadly, that's all we've got time for tonight on Pete and Sam's Reality News. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been Sam Thompson.
I've been Pete.
Take care of yourselves and stay away from each other.
Ta-da.
Easter weekend, how do you do it?
I was working all weekend, mate. I had a lot of VO work, voiceover work. Have you ever done voiceover?
I could do it if I got offered it. I can do TOWIE. This week on TOWIE, Pete Wicks walks up the apples and pears. We then have a couple of people throwing drinks at each other in the Red Lion. We got Tom and Georgia Kasulu, who've fallen out with people because they don't like their baby pictures. Then we've got Pete and Ella Ray White. Then we've got James Locke coming back from Dubai. He's broken up with his miss.